Hello guys, this is Base. This is just a short and simple review about a show I recently finished. So let's start. The title is The Royal Family or Passing the Reins internationally. It was created by TBS Tokyo Broadcasting System. So yeah, it's basically a J drama. So, why did I watch it? Well, I got into Uma Musume last year, even though I don't actually got to the point where I played the game, and through that I got into a bit with Keiba myself. A friend of mine, thanks Jen, recommended this show to me. I actually ended up watching it because it was up on Netflix. And I'm really glad I knew the international title beforehand because I probably wouldn't have found it otherwise. Apparently, this also aired alongside Cinderella Grey Part 2, which must have been really neat for viewers who were watching both while it was airing. The review itself isn't going to be very technical since I don't watch East Asian dramas at all, so take it as you will. If I had to describe this series in simple terms, it's about three things: dreams, legacy, and inheritance. So, the story follows Kurisu Eiji, who is a tax accountant. He ends up in a frustrating situation at work, and during that time, he meets Sacho, also known as President Sano Koso, who is also a horse owner. Koso takes Eiji to Hokkaido for a visit, and through that experience, makes a massive change in Eiji's life. I'll keep spoilers to a minimum, but man, looking back, this was a really amazing series. This isn't a series that adapts real life history like Uma Musume, but I really appreciate seeing some real world elements in it. Stuff like the jockeys such as Take and Leymar, or narrations that feature the real life versions of Theo and Rudolph, for example. It's a modern adaptation of the book of the same name, and it still respects the inner workings of the field it's focusing on. Unlike in Umusume, where we're used to seeing G1 wins like they're an afterthought, because we're experiencing these legendary resources across generations adapted into Umusume, I would generally recommend watching the show if you want to understand what it actually takes to even win just one of those races. This series focuses on many aspects: the wholesome interactions between horses and the humans around them, the rivalries between farms from different regions, as well as the horse owners themselves, and overall, it's an underdog story about struggling people in different situations. These characters eventually what I call the royal family team, which act as the inner circle cast. The Keiba jargon is kept pretty basic, making it a really good starter for beginners when it comes to cable media. It also includes some powerful family drama, which is somewhat common in these dramas, but since it's compressed into 10 episodes, it never feels like another soap opera like you see in others. The actors are really great. Honestly, even as a novice, I could tell. Also, Kenjiro Suida is also a side character in the show. And I had to do a double take when I heard him, but yeah, it's really him. The music in the show is so emotionally driven that there's a very good reason why I'm very emotional with every episode. Sure, they spam Golden Gallop like every episode, for example, but that shit means something to me, man. The OST was really good and very fitting for this series. The way they handled the shots in this series is also genuinely impressive. You got a really hard task when you're trying to make a show that needs to convey the intensity and stakes of each horse race, from the character reactions to the actual race footage itself. And I'll say that they did a very good job with it. The series is 10 episodes long, but it generally has two main story arcs, with Kurisu acting as a driving force between two generations of something I'll leave you to find out yourself, because that's where the themes of legacy and inheritance come into play. The rivalry is handled similarly to Momosume, whether the character and racehorses win or lose, they don't hold grudges and are mostly respectful of each other. There are some characters you might hate, but that's par for the course of any drama series, honestly. I will say though, I really love how they handled the overarching rival character of the show. Most episodes left me in tears, and after around episode 2 or 3, I basically binged the series until like 5 a.m. Sure, there's a bit of a downside where you're mostly here for the Keiba stuff and have to sit through the family drama and all that, but honestly, it was still a really good series to binge. And that last episode, man, holy shit. It made me cry like a bitch, you have no idea. The best horses in the series are Royal Hope and Royal Family. I absolutely love the story of dreams, legacy, and inheritance between them. It's very Uma Musume main story volume 2 coded. So if you have read that, you absolutely love this. My favorite characters are Chris Sanosacho and Yoshiro. Now, my rating of the series is a simple 10 out of 10. I highly recommend if you're into Uma Musume or just interested in the concept of Keiba or horse racing in general. And yeah, that's it in the video, guys. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so please end my videos. Just for watch this video next time. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.